Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Archieverse. Welcome to the Archie and Lux livestream show. Fun in the Archieverse. Episode 271124. It is Wednesday, the 27th of November, 2024. How is everybody doing today? Let me know in the chat what's new, what's going on, if there's anything in particular you would like to talk about. Now is the time to put your messages in the chat. And while we're waiting for the punters to join in, we currently got 44 people. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Appreciate each and every one of you. And it's how many days till not Christmas, but how many days till December? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more days until December is here. 1st of December is just around the corner. And I think tomorrow is Thanksgiving for people in the United States of America. So for our viewers, if you're awake at this time, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, I say happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the United States. And let's get this show on the road. As always, the link is right there in the chat, the StreamYard link. If you want to join in, have a bit of a party, then you can have a bit of a chit chat. You can join in on that link. And if you want to support the show, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. And you got any questions or you just want to support, you can send $1 or $2 on a super chat. Click on that super chat button underneath the chat and you can support the show. And it helps bring these shows here each and every day to everybody. All right, let's see who is in the house today. Well, shit, what is going on? It is not one you see it. It is an acquired taste, 100-gram steaks, and a side of drama. Shit, what is the latest drama? What is give me the drum. I need to know what the latest drama is. Man, give it to me now. I want a slice of steak and a side of drama. I'd love to hear the drama. Drama. Coming up close behind, and second place is One You See It. Thank you so much. We have Anthony Weiner in the house. Eddie. I wonder if Eddie is listening. Hope he's okay. Let me send an email to our good friend Eddie. Eddie, let's see if we can get Eddie on the show. We like Eddie. Hello, Eddie. We are live. If you would like to join and have a chat, I'll give him the link. Let's give him the link because I do know that people love when Eddie joins. All right, let's send him an email. There we go. Sent. See if we can get Eddie on. There we go. Thank you so much, Anthony. Oh, he's here. He's already here. Man, that was quick. Ladies and gentlemen, you asked for him, and he has arrived. Eddie, how you doing, Eddie?
Hey man.
Hey man, how you doing?
Going to jail, man.
What are you talking about? You're not going to fucking jail. Why?
Jail, man. They're gonna take me to jail, man.
Why? What's happened?
Cause I'm fucking felon, man.
Oh, fuck.
No, I don't know, man. I'm just joking around. I don't know.
No worries.
Hey,
How?
they took fucking this girl, that Korean girl I was telling you about. They took her to jail the other day. All of a sudden,
Why?
I called her like roommate. This guy, he said no, he speaks Spanish, so I like talked to him in Spanish.
Yeah. Hello? You on mute. You put yourself on mute.
Oh, wait a minute.
No problem. I'll say hello
Hang
to the
on, man.
punters.
I lost the
We got
signal.
Punisher XS in the house. Hi, everyone. Hello to Punisher. Mrs. Wilkinson. Oh, what happened to Eddie? All right. I think he's probably sorting out his microphone or something. I'll put the link just in case he sorts himself out. Mrs. Wilkinson, good morning from a very damp and moist Gloucestershire. Hope my puntif is well. Flowers, flowers, and roses. Beautiful. This is the kind of messages that I like. Kind, sweet. As the banner of the bottom says, Archie loves you. Archie loves you. FT in the house, justice for Coda. Jake the Yuppie. I'm here to wallow in misery. Jakey, jump on the stream and we can wallow in misery together. Hand in hand, we can wallow. Sam is here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you. Tim is in the house. Dave C is in the house. Good evening. Pastor. Is that Dave? Let me check. Dave. Dave B. I'm thinking about Dave B, not Dave C. Shit. I was thinking that was Dave B. I miss Dave B. He's a really cool guy. He's got his own channel, and I like to watch his videos. So I don't know if that's Dave B or not, but hey, hello Dave C. Saying good evening. It can't be Dave C because Dave B because he lives in America. It'll be really early in the morning for him. But welcome Dave C. Pastor is in the house. Eddie is joining. Welcome Eddie.
Hear me okay? I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what's going on.
That's okay. That's okay. No stress. So
Yeah,
can you
man.
speak Spanish?
What? Yeah, no, like through the app, through the computer, like through Google Translate.
Yeah.
And we used to drink a lot of tequilas and stuff. He had this one tequila from Mexico. You can't buy it in the U.S. It was like Don Julio, but it wasn't like the regular Don Julio that you can get. You know what I'm talking about?
I
And then
actually don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just gonna say
Don Julio is like one of the best tequilas in the world, right? So
okay.
anyway, so it was like it was like a real special one he got from his family along like in Mexico, and you can't buy that here. So he was like not gonna open it, and then I come by and we were drinking some. I brought some wine, like some kind of wine I had, and we were
Yeah.
drinking. And then he's like, "Hey man, you still want to drink?" I said, "Sure, man." He's like, "I'm gonna open the tequila." I said, "I thought you said you're not gonna open it because for your." He's like, "I don't care, man," And he opened it up, and then I ended up bringing him a bottle of like another time. Anyways, man, we got real drunk, man. Then we went to this Mexican restaurant, man, and like this one place I haven't been to in like years, but it's on the west side. It's like in a really bad neighborhood
West Side.
on 26th Street, and it was like
So
it's
you
all
had
the
fun.
no, this was a while ago. This wasn't like recently, man. This is what
I thought you were talking.
no, I'm just
I
telling
thought
you
you were
because
talking about like
I talked
yesterday.
to him yesterday. I talked to him the other. I just realized I wanted to give him a call, see what's going on over there because I don't go to that place no more because I don't hang out with that girl no more because she's you know all over the place, man. She used to be my friend a long time ago. We used to mess around, all kinds of stuff. She was she's still like my friend, but I don't see her. She's a Korean girl. Archie knows, man. I was telling.
Have you
So
got a picture of this lady?
not really, man. She got in. She's in jail, man. She got arrested the other day. I don't know why. I don't know
Oh,
why. She's on some bullshit, man. And I told him, he's like, man, look, man, he just lives there because that's his roommate. They both rent the place and they both pay half each or whatever.
well, I hope she's okay.
Yeah, man, that's what I was like, man. He's like, man, she's getting worse and worse, man. Like I'm scared. I'm like, I just want to see what's going on. Cause I haven't heard from her. I just want to see if she's okay, if she's alive still. I'm I'm
Yeah,
real
sounds like.
depressed, man. All my friends are in jail, man.
Oh man, fucking
Yeah, man.
hell,
All my friends,
Eddie.
man.
I haven't had any friends who've ever gone to
You're lucky, man. You're lucky, man.
I don't have any friends. That's the joy. See.
Me neither. Me neither. I didn't have no friends. Listen, Archie, I was like, I had no friends. Then I went to prison, and everybody's my friend in prison, man. Like, it's like it was. And I miss those guys. Those were cool guys. Those were really. There, some of them were really nice. A lot of other guys I didn't really talk. You know, like the ones, but like there was a guy named Magdaleno. There's another guy named his name was Sharky. Sharky was Puerto Rican, man. He's from
Eddie,
Florida.
what was
Yeah.
your nickname in jail? Did you have like a nickname?
They used to call me Russia, but there was another Russia there too. It was
Yeah,
like
they
this.
used to call me England. Seriously,
No, man,
because my
you were
my shirt had
really?
England on the shirt.
Yeah, man. How long were you locked up for?
I can't go into it. It's a long story.
I didn't want to go, man. Listen, man, I didn't want to go, man. Dude, they dragged me, man. They were like, man, dude, they did me bogus, man. They took me right out of court, man. I didn't have to turn myself in. They took me right out of court, man. I was like, what the hell? My mom was crying, man. I was like, oh
Don't
my
they normally
God.
give you some time to get your affairs in order?
No, man. My situation was completely different, man. They said that I violated my like pre-trial release, so they revoked my bond or whatever, and that's it, man. They took me in. They put me in this building called the MCC in Chicago. It's called MCC,
That's awful.
Metropolitan Correctional Center. It's like a big building. It looks like it's a triangular building. And man, there was some crazy guys in there. That was like, man, there's like some guys there. They were gonna go there for they were getting life in prison, man, for crazy shit, man. It was crazy, man. I didn't want to go, man. I was like, they took me in that building, man. They put me out. Like first, they took me right to the shoe. The shoe is like a solitary. And they put me in. I'm like, man, what am I doing, man? I was like, I didn't know what I was doing, man. You couldn't use the phone. They only let you use the phone once a month for 15 minutes at a time. Think about that, man. Then
Isn't solitary good because you're away from everybody and you can just be in your own room
there's
alone?
one guy with you in there, man. There's another guy with you in there.
But I thought solitary confinement is alone.
No, it's not really like they don't do that no more because people try to commit suicide. That's why you want to have somebody with you in case something's going on. They could be like, hey,
what if the other person tries to fucking kill you?
It's possible, you know. It's possible.
All right, Archie, welcome.
They check you every like certain. They walk around every like other hour or something.
Archie, how's things?
Don't really give a shit.
Hey, it's all good there. I'm still recovering from the attack from Marcelo.
Man, forget
not
that,
Marcelo.
man.
I mean, I'm still recovering from the attack from Angelic Slayer.
Hey, I saw that shit. That shit was ridiculous. Hey, Archie, I saw that video.
Nasty shit.
That was some bullshit, man.
It was like it seemed to be very contrived as well because it was like
phony, man. It was phony. It looks like, man.
It seemed to be like acting because it was like
it was like he didn't put it together. It was like a bad act, man. This shit wasn't wasn't organized. It was just like
I'm with you, Eddie. It was acting.
It was bad. It was bad acting, man. Like I could do bad acting, but man, I could do an act. But I'm not a bad actor. I won't even when I make some stupid shit up.
We got a super chat, Eddie. We got a super chat. Phoenician Cedar, $2 Australian. The very first super chat of the show. Big thank you for the support. This one, I guess, is for Archie. Archie. Best one and done for under 6,532,758 ARS. I'm not gonna do the calculation because you should know.
What is the ARS? What is ARS?
Argentinian pesos.
How much is 1 peso?
All right, so Archie, what was it? 20? What is it? 50 Argentinians 2 cents.
That's like $3,000.
Are you guessing $3,000? Archie, have a guess.
Let me look it up, man.
No. I'll Google it, but don't say anything, Eddie. Archie, how much are you guessing? How much is it? What's your guess?
3,500.
Are we talking US dollars, Eddie?
Aussie.
Eddie, what's yours? US dollars?
Yeah, I overestimated, or I underestimated.
I don't say it, because I haven't Googled it yet.
Okay.
What did you say? Overestimate, underestimated?
I underestimated it. I said it was 3,000.
Underestimated. All right. You said 3,000 US. All right. So I'm
Yeah,
guessing 5,000 US.
yeah, it's
All right.
something like that.
All right. So let's check 6,532,758. 758 ARS into US dollars. $6,500.
Wow.
Daytona, no, like what do you call it? That man on the moon type watch.
That's
Like
Aussie, is it?
US. So in Aussie,
10.
Archie, 10,000 Aussie. What's your best one and done under 10,000 Aussie?
Oh.
Omega.
I still say, I really like tuna.
Which one?
Tudor Black Bay 41. You can get those for about 3.5 second hand. But I would say,
hey Archie, you know, I might buy one of those. I might buy it.
You got more money.
But I don't know if I want to spend money right now on shit.
Get a Speedy. I think get a Speedy. Speedy's a great watch.
A Speedmaster.
Speedmaster, Man on the Moon.
What about the professional?
That is the professional. I'm
talking about the other one, the James Bond watch. What was that one called? The Seamaster. You think that's a bad watch?
I like the Seamaster.
I love the Seamaster, but I think.
What is that watch for, man? It's like, what is it supposed to be like? I know this guy. It's like for a diver. It's a diver's watch. The Seamaster.
Yeah, the Black Bay's the diving watch.
It's got that release valve, but you have to manually open it. You have to manually open the release valve. That's only for saturation, and nobody's gonna do that. See, like those watches are real professional dive watches. They're like those Seamaster Professional, the Rolex Submariner, like the deep sea Rolex or the Sea Dweller. Those are real professional dive watches, but the people who buy them, they don't use that. They're just like, people wear them just because they, they're like whatever. Cool. But those are real professional. Those watches were designed to be like in a professional diving situations, like where you're like in like a decompression chamber or like a diving bell where they mix the gas, helium, and oxygen. Because when helium is such a small molecule, when you compress it, it gets so small that it seeps in through your watch's seals and stuff. It goes inside the watch case. Then when you decompress, when they depressurize and go back to normal surface pressure, the gases that are inside the watch, inside the case, they start to expand. And then if you don't open the crown, or if you don't if you don't have a helium valve that automatically opens, like in the Rolex Sea Dweller, or like a or like even it's gonna expand so fast, and then it can pop the crystal off the watch.
You're right.
But nobody's gonna be in that situation. Nobody here, man. I don't know if you know any professional divers that are really like, that's what they do for a living.
Yes, you're right.
That's why these watches are just people want to wear them because they're luxury.
Yeah, no one's taking these diving, are they?
They're not using them. They're not using them to the full.
What they're made for.
Yeah,
it's a shame, Eddie.
Yeah, I got a watch that has that's dive rated, and it's rated to, it can go to. It's like a deep sea case, and they said they tested it. This guy on this one channel called the Hydraulic Press channel.
Oh, I know that channel. I like that channel.
I love that channel.
So anyway, they pressure tested this watch case to 3,000. Like, let me see it. It says there. It says 3,000 meter or something like that.
What were they doing on the hydraulic? What was it? A watch?
It was inside of a chamber with water, and then they pressurized the water with
Okay,
a
I found it.
hydraulic
I
press.
found it. I found it.
It's a Chronos. It's a Chronos. Something, man. Chronos
I'll
deep
show it. I'll
sea.
show it. I'll show it. I found it, Eddie. I found it. I'll bring it up onto the screen. I
Did
found
it,
it.
man. Actually, it didn't collapse. That's one watch that collapsed. That was like see, they test watches. They like bust the glass. After they pressurize, they see how much pressure they could take.
iPods, they have always some rating, like 200 meters or 1,000 meters.
That's the one I got. That's the watch I got.
Chromos? Was it Chromos?
Yeah, that's the watch I got.
200 meters
I
or
got one of
1,000
those.
meters with this one.
They're like
We are going to attach
$200,
the
real
watch
cheap.
with pen.
Chronos. Let's have a look just quickly. Here, let's have a look.
Look how they
And
pressure.
we are going to see the whole thing from screen there, and we are going to use our 40-ton press to crush that cylinder.
Wow.
See the bar. Each bar is like, I don't know how much per PSI is that.
Yeah, let's set the music up.
They press it so hard, man. The case bag that actually pressed inside and like made the movement stop for a moment. So they redesigned the case bag. This company, it's got an NH35. It's like a Seiko movement inside. That's pretty impressive for a cheap watch like that. I mean, there's no watches that really will withstand this type of pressure.
I wish
man.
they would have done this with a Rolex.
A Rolex probably, the deep sea would see, because the crystal. You see how the crystal is domed?
Yeah,
it's a domed crystal. It's sapphire and it's domed. So that way, because when it's domed, it actually it squeezes down, right? That's why the deep sea doesn't have a cyclops, because that cyclops, when it's under pressure, it can break, or it can because they actually bends a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That it bends the.
Oh, they do other watches. They do a Citizen as well. They do other watches.
The Citizen busted, man. The Citizen will bust. But look at the pressure, man. That's 293 bar. How much is that? 293 bar into PSI.
300 bar. Jesus.
That's 4,249 pounds per square inch, man.
The watch doesn't leak any air. The bubbles were there all the time.
Those bubbles were already there. They're just compressed. Think about that, man. How much pressure? If you put a regular watch in there, it would bust, man.
We got a super chat. We got Stephen Imperatrice. I appreciate the very kind $5 Eddie, why do you play the accordion on other channels, man?
I don't know, man. Nobody appreciates it, man. Nobody wants me to. It's too early right now to play it, man. It's like,
you don't want to wake up people, right?
Yeah, and I can't. I don't care. I just don't want to wake people up. It's early, man. It's not the right time.
Yeah.
What time is it where you are, Eddie?
It's 5 in the morning, exactly 5 o'clock.
You're not sleeping. Why are you not sleeping?
I don't know. I woke up early, man. I'm trying to find a job, man. Looking online, man. Sending out.
How many hours a day do you search for a job?
A lot, man. I don't know. I'm just looking right now. I don't know. It just takes me some time. I don't know. I'm not sleepy, man. I wake up early, man. My mom's gonna be calling me soon or something. I don't know.
For like breakfast or something?
No, man. She's out of town, man. She's in Sicily, man.
Oh yeah. It'd be like midday or something for Sicily.
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what time it is over there.
It's
noon. It's noon. Exactly noon. They use Central European time. See. I got on my smartwatch. I got the other clock like right next to. You know what I'm saying? Like dual time. I got a watch that's got a world time on it. It's a Citizen Echo Drive, the Skyhawk Citizen. It's worn by pilots, man. You know, like you press the 2 buttons and it'll flip over. It's got a radio receiver. It can receive like the atomic clock timing. They got a new one now, new model. But mine is an old model. They got a new model that it picks up using GPS satellite signal. They get the time from the satellite.
Archie, I got a new watch for you. I don't think you could actually buy this watch, but it's an interesting watch. This is a new watch that has been crafted for NATO, and the actual company is I'm gonna fuck the name up. Lindwerdelin.
Oh,
And they've been commissioned.
I wouldn't wear that watch. I wouldn't wear it.
Yeah, it looks ugly, right?
It's too. You know, it's got too much of a statement, a political statement. I don't like
No,
that.
you can't buy it. It's just created just for operatives of NATO.
Really?
The close protection unit. So it's not actually for sale for the general public.
I don't know. It's too heavy, man. Too big, bulky, man.
Yeah, I was actually thinking it looks a
Crude.
bit junky, right? For
Yeah, it's too
someone
big.
that's in a close protection unit, it looks a bit of a junky watch.
How come Rolex doesn't make a tungsten watch, man, or like a case made out of tungsten or something? You know,
they don't
like,
need to.
No, I know, but I mean, like, they wouldn't scratch. It'd be like very scratch resistant.
No, you know, tungsten is actually very brittle.
Really?
Yeah, if you drop a piece of tungsten on the floor, it will crack. It's very easy to crack tungsten.
I didn't know that. I thought it was super.
You know this.
What about like a carbide case? Carbide, like it's made out of, like, you know, those drill.
Carbide's what they call it, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I think so. You're right.
Yeah, I think
what
that's
is it? You know that the tungsten is like, they make drill bits out of tungsten that
Yes.
they mill like CNC machines. They mill out you know, like other metals, like weaker metals like steel. They make stuff out of it, like, you know. I used to work at a place where they do that. They got like, there was one guy there. His name was Chris. He was cool. You know, he was the machinist, and he would teach me a lot of stuff. He would like show me. I'm doing computer, so I helped him with his computer stuff. But like, he does all the CAD stuff. He'll take the models and he'll convert them, and he'll create the bottom out of metal, whatever they were making. Hello?
Yeah, we're listening. We're listening.
Archie went. Something happened to his.
No,
I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't like that NATO watch, man. I don't know. I wouldn't wear that, man. Right now, it's a bad thing. Like NATO, man. These guys are supporting the Ukraine and Russia war, man. This shit's fucked up, man.
Do you think it's going to turn into World War III? Because it's pretty.
It's
fucking
possible.
crazy.
It's possible, man. Russia's not a joke, man. You think they're playing games, man?
No, of course not.
It'd be very scary, man. You know, they got a lot of nuclear weapons, man. You know, imagine that shit, man. A lot of people are dying there, man. A lot of Ukrainians, a lot of Russians, fucking for nothing, man. What is this war about, man? It's stupid, man. And then instead of de-escalating it, like U.S. is giving them all this shit. England is giving them all like the Storm Shadow missiles, and fucking Germany's giving them or Germany didn't give them, but they were gonna give. You know, like, what the fuck, man? I mean, Russia's assholes too. They shouldn't. They need to chill out with this shit, man. It's ridiculous, man. But they need to, instead of escalating the conflict, they could, like, hey, look.
That's what happens when you invade a free country.
Yeah, but I mean, Russia, Ukraine, it was always some shit going. I'm from Ukraine, man. I know, but there's always something going on. They never liked each other, man. It was always fucking hell, man. You know, but there's got to be something. I mean, we can't let it continue to escalate, man. You can't just fucking. Russia's not gonna take it, man. I mean, like, look, man, if they blow up. Let's say they take some of those missiles that they gave them, and they blow up some kind of infrastructure. They kill him. And they're saying that Ukrainians hitting like innocent people, civilians, ambulances and shit, firefighters, man, all kinds of shit like that, man. It's
Alex is joining. Welcome to the show, Alex.
Good morning, people. You okay? I hear you talking. Hey, Eddie, I hear you talking about the war.
It's fucked up, man.
You know, but you know the reason why Russia doing what they're doing, don't you?
Because the West is trying
They're
to put.
encroaching. Yeah, they're moving closer and closer. You know.
They're trying to put
No,
nukes in Ukraine, right?
because they agreed many years ago that NATO would have bases, and they went against that. And that's the reason why Russia's invading Ukraine. It's as simple as that.
Yep.
They're not supposed to, the territory to be supposed to be behind. Now they're moving more. They're moving east.
Eddie, you keep cutting out, Eddie. I don't know what's happening.
Sorry, I don't know what's the deal. Maybe there's some interference in the network.
It's okay
here.
now. It's okay now.
It's okay. It's probably some signal interference, man.
Yeah.
Signal.
Alex, you're right, and yeah, if I was Russia, I'd probably do the same, right?
Well, they just don't want NATO because NATO is part of America. NATO is American. It's just an excuse. It's an excuse to just be as close to Russia as possible. So no wonder why.
And
they got some scary weapons, man. They're like those hypersonic weapons are pretty. You know, if they hit where you're at, you won't know what hit you. That's how fast it would. You know what I mean? They travel like 10 times the speed of sound. That's crazy. It's got like scramjets where they spray. You know, I did some research on like hypersonic vehicles.
But due to the corruption in Russia, a lot of their stuff isn't very good.
Yeah, but they got it, man. They got it. Like this, you know. You ever watch like the James Bond movies? And like you like GoldenEye and shit like that. You ever seen that movie? That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Alex, do you see it turning crazy, or do you see what do you see the outcome, the final outcome?
No,
Full out World War III, or
well, there won't be a World War III. It will. Just Ukraine made a big mistake by joining NATO, and Zelensky. The guy's a criminal.
He is a scumbag, man. And
Putin is a criminal. He's made millions from this while his own people are dying.
Yeah. They're both fucked up. The leadership is fucked, man. You know,
and Sweden has also joined NATO.
England is part of that, man. England is independent, I think, but they're still.
Can you blame them for joining NATO? Why can you blame them for joining NATO?
I'm not blaming them.
Why do they need to join NATO, Archie?
Because they're fucking scared. Because Russia's run by a maniac.
And you don't think Zelensky's a maniac?
I tell you what, I think Putin's a bigger maniac.
No, I think Zelensky's a bigger maniac. I mean, how can you take someone seriously that used to be a comedian? The guy used to be a comedian.
Oh, America had Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. So?
Look, he was a political satirist, okay?
I think Russia's always been stigmatized, you know, and it's just ridiculous.
I have nothing against Russia. I've got nothing against Russia.
It's not the people, man. It's the government, man. You know, it's like the people are being forced to go to that war. Nobody wants to go. I know a guy that he ran away, like he lives in Thailand now. He's from Ukraine. My mom knows.
What about Alex? What about Cyprus saying they're looking to join NATO?
How can Cyprus join NATO? It's separated.
It says here, Cyprus announces its intention to join NATO.
Well, listen, my mum was a very young girl when she went through the separation of Cyprus in '74. She lost everything she had.
Yeah.
So, you know, but I think Cyprus should stay as it is. It shouldn't be, you know, should not join NATO. NATO just trouble.
Yeah. It's real depressing, man. It's this whole situation, man. It's like it drains people, man. Like I used to be happy. Now I'm worried about like what's gonna happen, man, you know. What all this stuff, man.
I get you, Eddie. I get you. Have you got family in Russia, Eddie?
I don't know. I think there's like no, not really. Nobody's left over there.
Okay.
We used to have friends there, man, but you know, I don't know, man. It's fucked up, man. My grandma's from Russia, man. My grandfather was from Kiev, Ukraine, and that's how they met. You know, like it was all one big territory. It wasn't really separated now, like the way it is now, man.
Archie, how's the traveling been? You've been traveling, right?
Oh, it's been pretty. I was on a Shinkansen today. Shinkansen.
What's the Shinkansen? What
That's
is that
super
train?
fast train. You know that train that
Yeah, the
goes
bullet
at
train. Yeah.
300.
Bullet train.
Yeah.
How was it? How was it? Did it feel crazy fast or?
It's pretty stable, actually.
Okay.
How do they
Did you-
stabilize it like that, man? They could probably have gyroscopes, and like you know, like the wheels are specifically designed.
It travels at about 260 to 320 kilometers an hour.
That's fast, man. Is it electric? Archie, is it electric, that train?
Yes, electric.
Yeah, that's the way they make that.
Are the tickets expensive? I've heard train tickets in Japan are crazy expensive.
Yes, they are expensive. Yeah, it is expensive.
What's the point of that train? Why didn't they make? You know, you could fly to different locations.
No, well, it's actually you don't have to go through customs to get on the train. It's a lot simpler.
Yeah, as we're flying, you got a 2-hour wait or whatever before you board on the plane and all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So you think about it, you just turn up, you book a ticket, you're on this train, you turn up at the station, and you can be other side of Japan in a couple hours. You know, it's pretty amazing.
I wonder why they don't build a train like that in America, man. They why can't they build like this very efficient?
It's a lot of government. It's a lot of money. You know, trains in America. You've got the Shinkansen has special track. It's a different gauge train to the standard trains, and it also
China did it. China built their
China
high-speed
has
network very quickly.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
They could build it, man. They had. You know,
I think the problem with America is similar to most democratic countries. The president's only in power for a few years, and he's got no intent. Like, why would he want to do it? Why? Like, he's just there for 4 years.
Yeah, America.
Sucks, man.
Look at the UK. We've been trying to build a high-speed train for fucking forever, and it's still they're still trying to.
The high-speed train was the Flying Scotsman. That wasn't.
That's like a steam train.
Yeah, fastest. That the Mallard did 130 miles an hour.
I've seen that train.
Sorry?
Yeah, those are for that time.
I've seen that train.
It's an amazing train, streamlined A3, wasn't it?
Yeah, I went to a museum. I've actually seen it. Yeah.
That's in York, isn't it?
No, there's one in the UK.
No, York.
York, yes. I went to York. Yes, yeah, that's where I went. Museum in York.
That's where James is from. You know, James.
James, which James?
He's a bit of a character on the Archieverse. That's the Flying Scotsman. That was very fast.
Kind of trains.
England had the fastest steam trains in the 20s and 30s. That's right.
I like those trains. They're pretty cool. Russia's got cool trains too. Like they got some like those electric diesel trains that.
Yeah, but I went to Ukraine. They've got some amazing. Their trains are nowhere near as good as the Japanese, but they fucking go fast. Fuck me dead. You never seen anything. They go really fast on the tracks there. Fuck me dead.
The Ukrainian trains?
Fuck. What happened there?
I don't know. They were rusty. I'm just searching now. Is this a Ukrainian train?
That's like a newer one, probably.
Tram. That's it. Light rail, that is.
What about Russian trains? They got those old school, like they got they used to move around. They had a Russian train. They put jet engines on it. It's like an experimental train.
Eddie, I don't know if you know, Archie has a train YouTube channel dedicated to trains.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. But I seen he
Yeah.
used to have. He showed some trains that he was on, like these little, like he went somewhere. There was like a small gauge train.
That
I
might
love
have been
trains.
Japan.
Man.
That might have been Japan.
I love trains.
But I
Everything-
love these. I like trains. Do you like trains? Who doesn't like trains?
I love trains. You know, I like when you go on a train. When you go to the station, you can smell the diesel. It smells like in the morning. It smells like it's got like a, I don't know. It's, I can't describe it, but you have to like experience it, man. It's just interesting. Everything about the train
I like
is cool.
the trains from back in the day, right? Where you could hang out the window, you could open the windows. The very rustic old trains. But now everything is all,
Pullman,
you know,
the
very
Pullman.
I tell you
modern.
one thing: trains in England are fucking expensive.
Yeah, they are. They are very expensive.
Have you ever seen the Pullman cars for the train?
Yes,
They're like
I love
built.
the Pullmans. Fuck, that
Weren't
is.
they
They
built
are
here?
so expensive to go on.
They were built in Chicago, I think.
Well, they had a European and they had American.
I'll put you on mute, Alex. Is there?
That's a British train. I know that's a British train. I used to have like a game where you drive the trains, like a simulator, train simulator.
That was Microsoft Train Simulator. I used to play that.
Yeah, I used to play that.
It's boring. It gets boring after
It
a
was
while.
boring, but I used to like it where you could drive it to the last station, full bore, slam it
full
into the last stop.
That's what I used to do, man. That's what I used to drive. Like they had like a train that goes real fast, like an electric train, and you just you drive it all the way to the last end of the line, and then it like smashes in. You got to try to stop it before it gets there.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. I like that.
And the steam trains, they were hard to drive, weren't they?
Yeah, you gotta like know how to run them because they got like you have to like reduce the pressure. Then you gotta like there's like a regulator or something. I don't know how to.
Yeah, that's right. But the diesel, the electric was the easiest, wasn't it? Really, you know.
Yeah. The diesel trains are like they're kind of difficult to like when think about it. If you're a train operator, you got to know how much throttle to give because you can like damage the engine if or the transmission or something. Because look at all the weight it has to like carry. And then it has to stop. You have to like synchronize the timing of the brakes. I don't know how they do that. There's a lot of people on trains. There's like trains are advanced, so they got a lot of advanced technology.
There you go, Archie. Look at that. You got
Nice
panorama.
pan.
That's a
I'm gonna
Panerai.
unmute you, Alex. I'm unmuting you. There you go.
Why does Panerai have that regulator thing on the side? It's like
Do you like it, Alex? Do you like that watch?
Do you know what, Archie? I like them, but they're just too well faked. So I just can't take them seriously anymore.
I like it.
Yeah.
I want to get one that's fake. I don't know. Because the fake ones are just like the real one. What movement? Is it the Unitas movement? Do you know what I'm talking about, Alex? The 6497, I think.
No, Eddie, this is the in-house Panerai 72-hour.
Oh, they came out with the new one, right? But they used to use that 6497, right?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's the problem.
Unitas.
That was why they were so well faked.
Because you could get
the Panerai don't even authenticate their own watches anymore. Just like Cartier love bangles.
Is it possible for you to authenticate them, or is it too? It's no enough impossible.
It's too difficult because most of the market. It's not just the in-house movements are easier to tell because they can't as much as they copy the movement, they just cannot get certain things right.
The finishing will never be the same.
No, they can't get the like on the Patek Philippe Nautilus movement. They can never get the nuts on the actual the weights on the balance. They never.
Yes, they always. I've seen that. Yes.
It's just little things, and to be honest with you, Patek Philippe Nautilus watch as a real watch is just a massive disappointment anyway.
Why is that?
It's just too much money for what it is. It's such an anticlimax when you actually wear one.
They're simple. They're very simple, but they're still, you know, they're just. It's the money that they cost. It's ridiculous, man. It's a simple movement. It's simple. They got those weights on the balance wheel. They shift so they can like keep it. You know, like they regulate them. So like when it rotates out, it like swings around. You know what I'm talking about? The little weight. They're screwed into the balance wheel.
A lot of money, Eddie, for just such a skinny watch, you know?
Yeah. It's a simple watch. Who would wear something like that? What's the demographics of a Patek? Like Archie might be able to answer that.
I've got a watch for you, Eddie.
What's that? Oh yeah, is that a Bulgari or something like that, or what is that?
No, this is the white gold, all diamond. It's called a.
I like that watch. It's very elegant.
Mubosen. It's very, very well made, but I've never heard of the brand before.
It looks very elegant. I would love that watch. That's a cool watch,
What sort of
man.
movement is it, Alex?
Yeah, it's just a quartz. Nothing special, Arch.
But it's beautiful, though. The case is beautiful.
Yeah, but this is more of the master jeweler rather than the actual watch itself. The way it's been set and the diamonds used. I mean, there's a lot of carats here. A lot.
It shines really nice under the light, right? That's cool, man. What is something like that worth?
I don't know.
Is that you're just doing a chain, like you're servicing it for somebody, or is that your watch?
Yeah. Service and new glass. It's not my watch. I won't wear this.
You wouldn't wear that? It's very nice, man. I like it. It's real thin and
What's it made of? Is that white gold?
White gold,
Yeah.
solid white gold, yeah.
It looks very beautiful. It's not your cup.
Over the top, but Alex, don't you think?
It is, but the engineering in it is amazing. Just look at the way the links are. Look at the way the links are done. Look, that's better than Patek Philippe. That's better than
never heard
Patek
of the
Philippe.
brand.
Look at that.
Where can you get one like that? I want one.
Holy shit.
I want that watch, man. Those are diamonds.
These are
It's
all
a
diamonds.
men's watch, is it?
Holy
Wow.
fuck.
I think it's a bisexual watch. I think it's goes both
Nah.
ways.
So much.
I don't think it's a bisexual. I think it's a very, very elegant like looking watch, man. I like that watch. I think it's really cool, man.
Stunning. Absolutely, it's made extremely well. Look at that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
And you know what's cool about the movement? It's a quartz. You can replace in case something happens to the movement. You can get a new movement like it's nothing. Wow, that's so beautiful. That's pretty cool, man.
So even in the bracelet, imagine you didn't have the case head. You just had it as a bracelet. That would look nice. Obviously,
I like a bracelet like that. Bracelet looks cool like that. Yeah. Is that so whoever owns that? Is that a woman's watch? It's a very small band. It looks very like a very small wrist.
I think this is a woman's watch.
Maybe. She's lucky, man. That woman is really, really lucky.
We are lucky as well. We got a very kind super chat from Phoenician Cedar, 2 Aussie dollars. Eddie, is there anything you don't know about?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about where can I get a job, man. Why don't they want to hire me, man? Will I ever get? I don't know what the future.
I think the answer is work for yourself, Eddie. You gotta work for yourself.
I want to do that, but it's not easy to do. Oh, I got some chocolate, man. I got some really good chocolate.
Oh, can we see the chocolate?
They're like caramels, man. They're like, and I got some wine. I'm about to drink it right now. And eat the chocolate.
Eddie, I want to ask you a question.
What's that?
And I don't know if Alex is listening as well. I'm going to bring up a picture of a movement And Eddie, this is what you're referring to, I believe. Let me take down the super chat. The two red circles. This is what you're referring to. Is that correct, Eddie?
Regarding what?
About fakes. About fakes.
No, but some fakes do have the different regulate. Those are regulators for the
Because I noticed that fakes, they never get this right.
Not necessarily. Some of them do have. This one has a swan neck regulator. You're not circle. Yeah. Swan neck regulator where it like you could adjust it, fine tune so it doesn't move, and then that's a hairspring. That's where the hairspring connects that little cob, that little like brass cog or whatever that you got right there, and then the other one is the regular. One of them controls the beat error, and the other one controls the like the actual timing. The beat error is like when how when it goes tick tock tick tock tick tock. When you change the beat error, it'll go tick tock tick tock tick tock. Like it'll change that, and then that controls the other one on the bottom that controls the speed of the watch. That controls the actual beat, like the speed of the. Ask Alex, is that correct?
Yeah. So you've got you've got one arm which is the beat arm, and you've got one that's the regulator, and you've got the hairspring between sits in the center. Now, this is definitely a fake movement because of the finish on the balance cock and also the blue screw.
You're right.
It's a very crude looking. That's not how the Panerai movements are. They're much better finished than that. However, the newer fake Panerai movements in terms of the Unitas are much better than before, because the Panerai was like a plate that goes over where it says Panerai. It's like a plate that goes over, but there's newer ones where it actually is embedded in the movement.
Hey Alex, I was gonna ask you, what type of timographer do you have? Do you have what kind of timographer machine do you have that?
I've got an Elmer Watchmatic 2.
Okay. How do you do it? You use automatic, or do you have to do it manually? And you watch the little thing where, like positions when you adjust different positions. You just move the regulator, and you can see on the screen like it'll automatically tell you.
Yeah, you can see it on the screen, but mine you have to manually adjust the lift angle. There's newer ones where it finds a lift angle for you.
Okay. That's cool, man. Do you know they got like the cheap Chinese one, the Y Shi or something like that, or you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they're very good. They're really good.
They have.
I'll tell you why they're good, because my ex-WhatsApp teacher wasn't convinced it's as accurate as a Swiss one, so we put them side by side with the same watch. So we'll put use the timographer to time the watch, and then put it on the other, and it's exactly the same. It showed the exact same timing.
How do you adjust it to different? Like, do you know how to adjust it to make it perfect, like so it stays?
Well, you've got to make sure that the hairspring is nice and centered and true, and it's not hitting the top of the balance cock. You've got to make sure it's centered. You've got to make sure it's clean. You've got to make sure the pivots are oiled and the rest of the movement is oiled. And then you place it on the time machine. You do it half wind. So on Rolexes, I check the movement at half wind. The reason why I do that is because I put the movement in hanging positions. If it's doing 200 degrees plus without even oiling it, then I know no matter what it does fully wound, it's bang on. So you've always got to test it half wind. That's the best way in all its hanging positions: crown down, crown left, crown right, crown up, and then fully wind it.
That's interesting, man. Do you think eventually? Do you think the Seiko is good? Man? Seiko movements are pretty solid, like the cheaper ones, like the NH35. Can they be regulated to be like within like very high standards, like close to like COSC standards or whatever, like so they like.
You don't need to spend a lot of money to have a movement that is accurate. Is the less parts there is, the better, like a manual wind. just a manual wind ETA, you always find those are extremely accurate.
Have you heard of this movement called PT5000 movement?
No.
There's it's some kind of Chinese movement. It's PT5000. I was always reading here. They watches you could get you can buy one with the NH35, like the Seiko movement, and then they got like a PT5000. And they said that PT5000 can be regulated to within COS, like the chronometer certified or whatever.
I don't work on Japanese movements. I don't go near them, to be honest.
Hey, Luxy, can you find the PT5000 movement and show it on the screen?
Okay, I will try.
Hey guys, I gotta get to bed. I will see you tomorrow, guys. Love you. See you tomorrow.
Love you too, man. Love you too, man.
Sweet dream.
Can you show Alex and see what he thinks about it if he has ever seen one like that?
Yeah. I'm gonna bring it in.
Cause he's a smart guy. That's the guy That's the guy that you want to know, man. He can tell you about anything about watches. He fixes. He knows it all.
Listen, I just work on what I can get parts for and what I'm comfortable with. You know. So I don't do what I used to do, where I'll take on anything and photograph it as I'm stripping it down and then reverse it. I just stick to what I know.
PT5000 on screen.
So basically, it's a copy of a 2824.
A what?
It's a copy of an ETA or a Solita. If it's called PT5000, it's basically just a 2824.
What is that? Is that a good movement?
It looks like it's kind of been
The original.
2824 is much better. Much better 2824. No,
what do you find? What watches do that? What do you find? What kind of watches do you find that movement in?
You find them in tags, but now they're called Solitas. You find them in Tag Heuers. Used to find them in Frank Muller's. Used to find them in Horace. Well, you find them in Horace's. You find them in a lot of brands. It's like the 2824 is an exceptional movement, as long as it is an ETA 2824. The only thing about 2824 is that the Solita version, the automatic messes up. So then you have to get a kit. You have to buy a kit to upgrade the movement, which I actually have a kit here. Here is the kit. This is the kit here. To upgrade the movement. Okay. It's 3 wheels.
What does it upgrade? What does it do for it?
So the ratchet wheel on the Solitas always wears out, so you need to change it for this ratchet wheel. And there's 2 other intermediate wheels that you need to replace when servicing it.
That's very interesting.
We got a very kind super chat from Phoenician Cedar, $5 Australian. Big thank you to Phoenician Cedar. Eddie, work as a prison guard. That way you can hang out with your friends and get paid at the same time.
Man, they can't. First of all, when you're a felon, they won't hire you as a prison guard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They hire, you know what's going on in there? I mean, they hire a lot of women, and these women, they end up fucking like the guys that are inside, you know what I mean? Like the prisoners.
Yeah.
Then they get in trouble, man. That's what happened. I used to know this lady. She was cute, and I kind of liked her, but she was fucking weird. You know? Her name, what was her name? I forgot. Her name was, damn. She was real cute though, man. And she was a guard there. And then they hire anybody into that shit, man. You know, but they like these women. They end up fucking with the guys in there, man. I never had a situation like that though, but like some guys did, and then they end up telling their friends, and their friends end up telling their friend, and then somebody snitches, and then the bitch gets caught up, and then you know.
So where are they going to have sex then? Because it's pretty.
They hide in place. There's places where the cameras don't see, like in certain utility closets or some fucking room. You know, there isn't cameras everywhere in like certain prisons, man. Like in camps, there's no like there was no one time because we used to go upstairs and hang out and like use cell phones and shit up on the they like moved everybody. Like we were in an abandoned like military base where I was at. It was like a camp, and then in military base, so an old base. Upstairs, like in the there was like floors in the, and they took out they said nobody goes upstairs, right? Like they were gonna decommission that eventually. And then like they put a camera up there so they don't like so we don't go up there, and then they catch you on camera like, hey, what are you doing up there, right? But there was like it was weird, man. It was weird. Then I got in trouble over there, man, because I hacked into a printer and I used to like give free copies to my friends and like give very shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. I wish I never went there, man. I wish I never ended up in prison, man. Because I really.
What did you go to prison for?
Huh?
What did you go to prison for?
I'm a computer hacker, man. I got in trouble because I used to work at this company, and when they fired me, I went in and I deleted some stuff, and it made their vending machines like crash, like a distributed service attack, denial of service attack.
And they put you in jail for that?
Yeah, man. They gave me 3 years, man, and then I still got to pay.
You must have previous then.
No, I didn't have no previous, man. I didn't have no previous. They made an example, man. The FBI came after me, man. The fucking FBI, man.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal, Eddie.
It was really bad in there, man. Sorry, I'm eating chocolate. I apologize.
Hey, it's okay. Can we see the chocolate? I want to see what chocolate you're eating.
Let's see.
Is it American chocolate or is it some European chocolate?
Nah, it is. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. I'll show you a box.
They look nice, solid gold, ladies JLC.
Oh, look at that! It's beautiful.
Well,
I like.
Are you working on that or?
yeah, so I'm doing a service and a polish on this.
I want that watch, man. Where can I get a watch like that?
If you want to watch like that, maybe Alex could find you one.
How much is a watch like that?
No problem.
Alex, Ed is asking an example like that. How much what would you say an example like that?
Probably about 6 to 8 pre-owned. Sterling.
6 to 8,000 pounds.
Sterling, yeah.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it, you think, to buy it?
Yeah. Look, I like JLC. I mean, the arse goes on them, but they're nice.
Oh, you just reminded me. What do you think about Universal Genève coming back? Have you got any opinions about that?
Great brand. Great brand. I like them.
Hey, can you see it?
Let's have a look. Taste test of Caramel's dark chocolate covered assorted flavors. Trader Joe's.
Yeah, look at all these different ones, man. They're just like there's like all these different candies.
It looks
They're
like
really
a nice
good,
piece of chocolate.
There's one.
Eddie, it would take me about 2 minutes to eat all of those.
I'm trying to take it easy, man. I put them in a little Chinese cup, man.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. You know what you need to do? To get them down really quickly, you need a hot drink, like a tea or coffee, because it melts the chocolate very quickly.
All right.
Are you drinking it with wine? Eating it with wine? Nice. Enjoy. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Wine. Well, this is like a poppy or something, or what is that?
Yeah,
Flower.
poppy. Yeah, poppy. I think it's a poppy.
I'm about to pour me some.
What would you give out of 10 for that chocolate, Eddie?
Huh?
From 0 to 10, what number would you give for the taste?
Maybe a 9.5.
Oh, fuck. You like it then?
Pretty good. It's pretty good, man. I almost had a girl come over here tonight, like last night, but I said, fuck him. You know what? This is my mom's house, man.
Yeah, you gotta respect your mom, right? You can't.
That's right, man. That's right. That's why I don't do that. I'm on my own. I'm just fucking. I'm trying to maintain, man. I don't fuck
Where
around.
did you find them? Where did you find this girl on like dating app or something, or where did you find her?
A bad date with her that one time.
Okay.
How she's doing? If she,
How old is she? Are you there, Eddie? Oh, he's dropped out. He's here. Eddie, how old is she?
he's like
Sorry? Alex, I don't know if it's just me. I think Eddie's microphone dropping out.
Really?
No, I don't know. I don't know if you can hear him. Can you hear him?
I can hear him, yeah.
Oh, he's just dropped out again. All right, I'll put the link again. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Watchers and Whiskers. Is that a cat sleeping, Eddie? Who else we got in the chat? FT, Eddie, get the monkey on, man. Jeff says, red wine before breakfast. His sleeping patterns all over the place. So don't judge him. He's been awake all night, so it's not really breakfast for him. He hasn't slept yet. So no, it's not really breakfast. It's still nighttime for him. So that's about it. I'm gonna wrap this puppy up. Big thank you to Alex. If anyone's in the UK and they want anything serviced, if you want anything authenticated, check out Alex Perpetual Time. Just Google Perpetual Time Liverpool, I believe. Eddie, I'm gonna wrap it up.
Why is that? You don't want to continue the show?
I gotta go for dinner myself. I gotta go for dinner. I'm gonna have some Indian food.
Chutney.
Sorry?
Chutney.
Chutney?
Yeah.
Yeah, with some chutney, yeah, sure.
With like rice and some. Man, that's so awesome. You're lucky, man. You could have that kind of stuff, man.
You don't have Indian food where you're at?
Have to get that place. A lot of Indian.
Eddie, I don't know why, but you keep cutting out. I don't know if it's my internet or if it's your microphone.
Maybe it's your internet. Let me see.
Yeah, it might be my internet.
See, let me try to. What about now?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
That sounds better. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm going to wrap it up, Eddie. I'm going to wrap it up. Let's say thank you to Phoenician Cedar, $2 Australian. Thank you, Phoenician. Stephen Imperatrice, $5 Australian. Thank you. Phoenician Cedar, $2 and Phoenician Cedar, $5 Australian. Thank you to everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you to Alex and thank you to Eddie.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
All right, cheers. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good morning. See you later, boys. Bye.
Bye.